Hello everybody and welcome to this promo video for our exclusive tour text guides and the ultimate tournament guides November month. Patreon.com/golfclashtommy is your home. In this video we're gonna go quickly through the guides to let you know what we can offer, and as always it's always better to start off entering our community in the beginning of the month. Obviously, if you do get into the middle of the month, make sure to send us an email to the support so we can give you a refund so you don't pay for more than what you should. But enough about that, and let's take a look directly at our ultimate tournament guides, and we have made some improvements there. And the thing is though, like when it comes to the specific tournaments, it becomes more and more details, and it's always a struggle trying to balance on how much to add on the guide page combined with like how to add it, like in terms of how would we visually display this in the best possible way. So we're gonna start to take a look at a par 5 here, and the par 5s are very, like everything is the same in terms of the format, but you will notice that if you have seen our guides before, you notice one difference here, and that is that you can see those little smaller spin boxes that is on the left side of the big spin box. And we have decided to start adding, and we did that for the last tournament as well, that we are adding zoom in pictures of top spin, backspin or side spin if it is spins that is halved. Meaning, let's say that we do play with 7 top spin and 1 left spin. We're not gonna add zoom in pictures because it's self-explanatory. But let's say that we're gonna play with 7.5 top spin, and then we make a zoom in picture of that so you can see what 7.5 topspin is for us, because 7.5 topspin for me could be 7.3 or 7.7 for you, depending on how we look at it. So again, the visual part here is going to be very, very important. And that's the same you can see on the second shot as well, that we have the zoom in picture there so you can easily see what type of spins that we're looking for. Obviously, our idea here is to not make it to not have halved spins, but you all know that's going to be impossible to stay away from all the time. We are also started to do something, instead of using a slider percentage, meaning let's say if you take a look at the table where it says drive yardage and slider, before there we have been having let's say that +6 would be, let's say for the sake of the example, would be 70% slider. Then we would be adding 2% or 3%, etc. Which means that you guys that are playing with a slider would have to correct the slider all the time. Here we have now started with, from the last tournament, to have a fixed slider point, and then either adding or subtracting from there, depending on what plus yardage we are in. And the reason we're doing that is once again to help you to make it more simplified when you're setting up and gonna take your shots, so you don't run out of time and you don't have to use the slider as much as you originally had to do. So 2 small improvements on the page, but 2 big improvements in terms of how to use the guide and how to, in a more simple way, do that. And even though this is a slide page for, or guide page for master, this is obviously something that we will continue to apply over the other divisions as well. It will obviously come times where we are not gonna use this slider method in the guide, especially in the lower divisions, depending on, like, it all depends on the club that we're playing with. But the spins, we're gonna go throughout all the divisions all the time. Let's take a look at the par 3 here, because we do have a change there as well, besides obviously the zoom in picture of the spin if we're gonna play with halved spins. And that is that we are adding different type of zoom in pictures when it comes to curl tweaks, underpower tweaks, overpower tweaks, which is, I would say, unfortunately, because I would love to play a round of master without any type of wind angle tweaks. I would love to, but that's non-existent nowadays. And I mean, it's not something you have to follow. If you don't want to, you will do well regardless. But to maximize making hole-in-ones on the par 3s, this is something you're gonna have to adapt and have to start learning. But again, we don't have the wind angle tweak is not necessary to use all the time, and therefore we have done the thing that is a little bit special is that we are actually creating another slide that is removing all the wind angle tweaks. And you may be wondering why we are doing that. The reason we're doing that is because there is players that doesn't really care about the wind angle tweaks. So what we have done then is to make an additional slide so you don't have to focus on that. But what you have to have in mind is the fact that if you're not working with wind angle tweaks on par 3s, especially in Master, that will be hard for you to compete for a top spot in the tournament. But again, we all have different goals, so you don't have to fight for a top spot in the tournament. You could be having the goal of getting to the weekend round, and I would say getting to the weekend round, you don't really need any wind angle tweaks in my opinion. So therefore, we do have 2 slides to give you both really, and adapt for you as what type of player you are. So how do you get the guides then? You go to patreon.com/golfclashtommy, and then you do have all the packages here. And obviously, if you do have any questions, please let us know through support@golfclashtommy.com. And the thing is though, we do offer for Pro, Expert and Master, and we do offer for tour play as well. So if you're looking to improve your tour play game, that is tour number 7 up to tour 12, we offer shootout guides. And we also then obviously our big part, which is our tournament guides, where we do have at the moment over 2,000 unique users, which is absolutely insane, and we are super grateful for that. Obviously we offer Telegram chats as well, and we can see if I and the Telegram chats is going to be something that's going to look somewhat like this. You can see here we do have all the whole chats like this. And obviously we do have the discussion in here, and we do have that for Expert, and we do have that for Pro as well. So this is a feature where you can get direct help if something is happening when you're playing, or you just have a question. And I urge you to use that, because I mean, even I have questions about shots sometimes. And then it's a perfect place to ask. And trust me, like, it's better to ask and get a response than trying to go in and trying to do something yourself, and it might become wrong because you didn't really understand what we were wanting you to do, etc. I mean, there's different type of variables. You don't have to be on Telegram, but the Telegram chats will always be listed in the tournament posts on Patreon. So in the end, quick little promo video here. Let us know through support@golfclashtommy if you do have any questions. If you do want to see an example, then you can ask for that as well. Make sure you sign up today and get yourself a guide package and get ready for the next tournament. Oh, I almost forgot. We are making guides for the 9-hole cups now, but only for Master Division. We're doing for qualifying round and for final round, and more about that will be in a new with another video that comes up before the 9-hole cups as usual. So once again everyone, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe, link directly in the description down below. Love you all, thank you, and have good luck in your Golf Clash game.